Hi, this is a quick tutorial on how to unwrap a teapot. We're going to start by a teapot. I'm going to choose a teapot, click and drag to create a teapot, and I'm going to go to the modify panel. I'm going to right click, convert this to editable poly. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to separate each of these elements separately. What I will also actually do is run this application here so you can have a look at the keystrokes I have. Okay, so we have different elements here. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure that all of these are off. A good practice before we start unwrapping is to do a mapping clear on it. So once I put a UVW mapping clear on it, I can convert it to editable poly, and then I will put on a unwrap UVW map on top. If I open up my UV editor, you will see that it looks like this. None of this is what I like, so I will select everything and move it out of the UV area. I'm going to start with the lid here. I'm going to select my polygon mode, but I have ignore backfacing on, which means if I was to select this, it will try not to select the polygons that I don't see. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I turn this off. I select everything for the lid, and I will deselect the top bit. This will give me a flat surface here. I can now do a planar mapping on it. That will fit that within my area. Then I can turn planar mapping off. I'm going to hold Control and drag that in order to make it small. And I'm just going to move this out. I can either just move it out manually, or I could turn this absolute relative types in on and put it on, let's say, grid 2, and that will put that over there for me. You can either manually move it or not, it doesn't matter. So I'm now going to select this top bit. Again, I might want to press F3 to go to wireframe mode to make sure that I don't have anything unnecessary selected. In this case, I will probably use a cylinder mapping on it. And in this case, I'll probably have it on a Z-axis. You may also want to click on Check It Pattern and then click on Check It Pattern in order to see the boxes, to see how it looks. Now, these boxes over here look quite stretched, so I'm going to have to turn this off in order to be able to edit this in the UV editor. I'm going to size this until these get a square shape, and I'm going to hold Control and drag this down. What I'm also going to do is select this one vert, the top one, hold Control and click on the... Okay, that doesn't work. I have to select this vert, go to select, and say vertex to faces, and it will select all the faces connected to that. Or it should have actually. Vertex to face. That's odd. Either way, I could just select these manually one by one. Again, go to wireframe mode to make sure we don't have anything selected unnecessary. Again, that's a flat surface, so I could just do a planar mapping on it and scale it down. Again, these ones I'm gonna move out of the area. Again, I have a flat surface here. I'm gonna press G to remove the grid, and I'm gonna go ahead and select these polygons, and I'm going to hit grow, 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 maybe one more time. And again, that's flat, so I'm going to do a planar mapping on those. Again, hold Control, scale them down, and put them to the side. What I'm left with now is this plane here. So what I could do, I think that's all of this here. So I could select all of that, yep, and do a cylindrical mapping on it. And again, turn that off. Just get the scale tool, make sure these are all solid squares. You could press F2 in order to toggle between that. I'm gonna put that across. I think it's just a bit too big. I'm gonna hold Control and drag that to make it a bit bigger. I have this one vert here, which seems to be okay. That's why it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but I don't want to concentrate on it too much for now. For this case, what I want to do, I might go ahead and press F3 so I can see this better. I might select it, press Z on my keyboard to zoom into it, so I'm only concentrating on this selection here. I'm going to go to point-to-point seam, and actually, before I do that, I don't want to have anything selected. Point-to-point seam, select one vert and then follow that up the line up to the point that it needs to be. I think it goes in there, and does it end there? I think it does. No, it goes there. Okay, so that's finished. And then I'm going to go to polygon mode. I'm going to select all of these polygons, and I'm going to just do a quick peel, and that will peel it for me. And I can put that across over here. What I can also do is come to the other one and use a similar method here. Just go to vert mode, point to point scene, just click on one vert here and continue the line up to there. Right click to end it. Select all of these polygons and click on quick peel, and it will peel it for me. So that's good. So now that I have everything unwrapped, I want to bring them here together. So that I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to hold control and scale it down a little bit so that it fits. And then I'm going to, what I could do even, I could hit element mode on, and just with one single click I could select the different elements. If you need to rescale things, feel free to do that. Like this is too big, I'm going to rescale it, put that there. I'm actually go full screen here. Select this one element, bring it here, select this element and put it here. You feel free to rotate these if you want to. I'm going to make sure my angle snap tool is on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and rotate this 90 degrees and put it over here. And what I'm going to do now is select the next, which is the polygon here. Just put that over there, and last bit as well. Just make sure they're not overlapping when you're putting them next to each other. Once this is done, go to Tools, render UV templates. 1024 is okay, render UVs, and it gives you this extra window. You may want to go and save this. I'm gonna go to my desktop. I have a temporary file here where I store my temporary files here. I'm gonna call this Teapot _UV, and the best format for this is a PNG file so that you have opacity saved on it as well. I'm gonna hit that, click save, and make sure you don't delete this modifier. Just right click and convert it to editable poly. That will also save all the information there. I'm sorry, that's my colleague walking in and out. So once that's converted, then I could go to Photoshop and I could go ahead and go to File, Open, find the PNG that I just created in the temporal files, and there must be a T underscore, there we go, that's it. It looks blank, it's not actually blank, it's got information in there. What I could do is double click on the layer, and on the color overlay, which is over here, set it to a color that I would see. What I could do now is go ahead and get a texture, any texture that I think would match this. I'm not sure if I have anything appropriate on my computer. I can have a look. Textures. Let's go with clay or rock smooth. Rock smooth sounds good. So I have this rock smooth texture here. What I could do in order to put that, because I think the image size of this is 700 by 700, what I could do in this case, I could probably just set it to 512, Control A, Control C, Control V here, put that there, and just Alt and drag them to make duplicates. Just put those on top for now. This is the worst possible way of texturing an unwrapped teapot. Save as, and I'm going to call this T done. It's not done, it's just so bad. And for materiator, change it to standard. From Arcane Design, change it to standard. In the diffuse channel, I'm going to choose a bitmap file. I'm going to go to desktop, temporary files, and I'm going to look for T done. Okay, and I could click and drag that up to there and say showing viewport, and this is how it will end up looking like. but this is not the whole purpose of unwrapping something, just so that you could put a solid texture on it. The good thing about this is, if I go to Unwrap UV and open UV editor, and okay, so this section that on top is the main body. So if I was to bring this UV on top so I can see what I'm doing, I could get my text tool, and here I could write unwrapping is awesome, and I could increase that, put that here, change the color to black, and hide my layers and save this. Theos Max should recognize the change, and it's upside down. It's upside down because then I have to turn this upside down. Control apply, control save. I don't know why recently I've been getting there a lot of errors. I think it's the way I'm saving my files. It's just bringing it as blue, whereas it's not blue. So what I'm going to do is, in this case, I'm going to collapse all of this down by pressing Control E. I'm going to say Control A, copy, new, and I'm going to put a new file, RGB transparent, 8-bit. That needs to be 8-bit. Okay. Actually, I could probably go to image size. No, it doesn't have it here. Okay. File, new, 1024, 1024, 7268. Okay. Control V, save as T done. Okay, it's open, so it doesn't like it. Let's close that. Nope, don't save it. Come here, and the file, save as T done. Okay, okay. So now hopefully, okay, there we go, sorted. Beautiful. Unwrapping is awesome. Yes, it is. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you later. Bye bye.